Welcome to Booming Bull Bear, where smart traders are made. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Like this video if you find it valuable. Drop your thoughts in the comments and share it with fellow traders who want to win in the markets. The shocking truth behind why traders keep losing and don't even realize it. Here's a truth no one tells you. Most traders don't lose because their strategy is bad. They lose because of something invisible, something sitting right between their ears. And until you see it, you'll stay stuck in the same cycle of wins, losses, and frustration. It starts the same way for almost every trader. The excitement, the chase, the belief that success is just one strategy away. You open your charts, study the patterns, mark the setups, and finally pull the trigger on that trade you've been waiting for. At first it works beautifully. Price moves in your favor. Your heart races, your palms sweat, but deep down you're proud you called it right. Then the market pulls back a little. A red candle, another. Suddenly fear crawls in. You hover over the close button, convincing yourself it's safer to lock in a tiny profit than risk watching it turn against you. So you click. You're out. Relief hits you, until the market shoots exactly where you predicted. The profit you should have had is gone. Now here's the punch. That wasn't your system failing you. That was you failing your system. Every trader starts out searching for the Holy Grail strategy. They think if they just find the perfect combination of indicators, the perfect risk-reward setup, they'll finally be consistent. But here's the ugly truth. Strategies aren't the problem. It's discipline, or the lack of it. Discipline is the bridge between knowing what to do and actually doing it. It's the steel wall that keeps fear and greed from hijacking your trades. Without it, even the sharpest strategy will crumble. With it, even a basic approach can turn into long-term success. Let me tell you about Sam. Sam wasn't a rookie. He studied markets for years, tested dozens of strategies, and could spot patterns faster than anyone I knew. But when it came time to execute, discipline abandoned him. He moved stop losses when trades went bad. He doubled his size after a win, chasing that high. And when losses piled up, he took revenge trades that destroyed weeks of progress. Sam didn't fail because he lacked knowledge. He failed because he lacked control. And the truth is, most traders are just like Sam. They're fighting the wrong battle. They blame the market, the broker, or even the strategy. But their real opponent isn't out there on the chart. It's inside, the battle with their own discipline. So if discipline is the hidden key, why is it so hard to keep? Why do fear and greed always show up at the worst possible moment? Next, we'll uncover exactly how your emotions hijack your trading decisions and how to fight back. If this video resonates, hit like, drop a comment about your biggest discipline struggle, and don't forget to subscribe. The dark side of emotions, how fear and greed hijack your trades. Every trader thinks they're making logical decisions. But the truth? Your brain is secretly hijacking your trades. Fear and greed aren't just emotions, they're invisible. Hands pulling the trigger for you. Think back to the first time you placed a live trade with real money. Remember that rush? Your heart pounding, your fingers trembling. Every tick on the chart feeling like it could make or break your future. That's not logic. That's emotion. Fear and greed are the two most powerful forces in trading. And they've been around much longer than financial markets. They were hardwired into your brain thousands of years ago. Fear kept your ancestors alive when lions prowled the shadows. Greed pushed them to hunt more food than they needed to survive harsh winters. Back then, emotions were survival tools. But in the market, they're landmines. Fear shows up after a loss. You hesitate to take the next trade even if it's perfect. Or worse, you cut winners short, terrified that profit will vanish. Fear convinces you that staying safe is better than sticking to your plan. But in trading, safety doesn't grow accounts. Discipline does. Then there's greed. Greed sneaks in after a win. One trade turns green and suddenly you feel invincible. Why stop now? It whispers. Double your size. Take another trade. Push harder. And before you know it, the profit you had is gone, swallowed by reckless decisions. Here is the example. Let me tell you about Alex. He started the week with $500 and turned it into $500 in just a few days. He felt unstoppable, like he had finally cracked the code. But instead of sticking to his risk rules, greed whispered, "Go bigger. Ride the wave." So he doubled his position, then doubled again. And when one trade turned against him, he refused to cut it. "It'll come back," he told himself. But it didn't. By Friday, his account wasn't 500, it was 200. Alex didn't lose to the market. He lost to himself. Here's the harsh truth. Strategies don't fail because they're broken. They fail because emotions override them. The market is designed to push every psychological button you have. Fear of missing out, fear of losing, greed for more, greed for faster wins. Every candle is a test of your mind. The traders who win consistently aren't the ones with magic strategies. They're the ones who control their emotions long enough to let discipline do its job. So how do you actually control emotions that feel stronger than logic? How do you stay calm when fear screams at you to exit and greed pushes you to risk it all? Next, we'll break down the daily rituals that top traders use to build bulletproof discipline. If this hit home, smash that like button, comment which emotion, fear or greed, ruins your trades more, and don't forget to subscribe. The rituals of discipline, daily habits that turn average traders into pros. Here's a secret. Professional traders don't rely on willpower. They build discipline into their daily routine, so even when emotions flare, their habits keep them on track. Discipline isn't something you switch on when the market opens. It's built brick by brick, through habits that shape how you trade, how you think, and even how you feel. Without rituals, your trading day becomes chaos full of impulsive decisions and emotional swings. With them, you create structure that protects you from yourself. Let's step into the life of a disciplined trader. The alarm rings before the market even wakes up. Instead of diving straight into charts, they begin with a routine, a quick workout, meditation, or journaling. Why? Because discipline doesn't start on the chart. It starts in the mind. By calming their thoughts, they sharpen their focus for the battles ahead. Next, the preparation ritual. They don't just check the market. They review their trading plan, note the setups they'll look for, and most importantly, define the risks they're willing to take. They decide before the bell rings, how many trades will I allow today? What is my max loss? What setups qualify? This is where most traders fail. They open the platform with no plan, and the market sweeps them away. I knew a trader named Maya. Early on, she blew 2 accounts. Not because her strategy was wrong, but because her day had no structure. She chased signals, traded out of boredom, and let emotions run wild. Then she built rituals. Every morning she wrote down her rules. Every evening she reviewed her trades, asking herself, did I follow my plan? Did I let emotions take over? Slowly the chaos disappeared. Her results improved, not because her strategy changed, but because her discipline did. Here's the key. Rituals make discipline automatic. When you journal, plan, and review daily, you remove the need for constant willpower. You no longer rely on feeling disciplined. Your system keeps you disciplined, even when your emotions scream otherwise. Think of it like a pilot's checklist. Pilots don't fly on memory. Alone, they run through the same pre-flight checks every time, not because they don't know what to do, but because repetition prevents disaster. Traders are no different, so you've got the rituals. But what happens when the market hits back harder than ever? When losses pile up and discipline starts to crack? Next, we'll expose the survival mindset that keeps pros in the game when everyone else quits. If you're finding these rituals valuable, drop a like, comment which trading habit you're going to start today, and subscribe so that you don't miss any video. When the market strikes back, how to stay disciplined through losses. Here's the harsh truth. Anyone can be disciplined when trades go well. The real test comes when the market punches you in the face. That's where most traders fall apart, and where pros separate themselves from the crowd. Losses are inevitable. No matter how strong your strategy, no matter how much you prepare, the market will sometimes move against you. And when it does, most traders crumble. The first loss feels manageable. The second stings. But by the third, emotions take over. Fear whispers, maybe you should stop trading altogether. Anger pushes back, no, win it back right now. That's when revenge trading begins. Discipline shatters and accounts vanish. But here's what separates pros from amateurs. Pros accept losses as part of the game. They don't just expect them, they plan for them. Think of it like boxing. An amateur throws wild punches, hoping to land a knockout. But the moment they get hit, panic sets in. A professional boxer. They've been hit thousands of times in training. They know how to absorb the blow, protect themselves, and keep fighting with strategy. Trading works the same way. Losses aren't proof that you're failing. They're part of the rhythm of the market. The question isn't, will I lose? The question is, how will I respond when I do? There was a trader named Daniel. He was sharp, disciplined most days, but when he hit 3 losses in a row, something flipped. Instead of stepping back, he chased. He doubled his size, took random trades, and in one night wiped out weeks of progress. The tragedy: his system was profitable long-term, but he never gave it the chance to work because he let one bad day destroy him. Then Daniel made a change. He created a loss protocol. If he hit 2 losing trades in a row, he walked away for the day. No exceptions. He reviewed his trades at night, reminded himself that losses were normal, and came back fresh. That single ritual saved his account and rebuilt his confidence. Here's the key: discipline through losses isn't about avoiding pain. It's about respecting it. You can't stop the market from striking back, but you can choose how you react. And that choice, calm, patient, disciplined, is what keeps you alive long enough to win. So if discipline keeps you steady through losses, what about the other side? What about the rare moments when discipline turns consistent wins into explosive growth? Next, we'll uncover how traders transform discipline into true freedom. If this chapter hit home, smash that like button, comment how you personally deal with losses, and don't forget to subscribe. Discipline to freedom: how consistency turns traders into winners. Here's the ultimate payoff. Discipline isn't just about surviving losses. It's the hidden key that turns ordinary traders into consistent winners, and consistent winners into free people. Every trader dreams of freedom. Not just money, but time. The freedom to wake up when you want, to trade without stress, to spend your days living life on your own terms. But here's the brutal truth: that freedom doesn't come from chasing big wins. It comes from discipline repeated day after day until it shapes your entire future. Consistency is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. And consistency is impossible without discipline. Think about it. One winning trade doesn't make you successful. Even one great week doesn't. What matters is the ability to show up, follow your plan, and execute with discipline over and over again. That's where the magic happens. Hemasi, a trader I met years ago. She wasn't flashy. She didn't chase wild gains. While others bragged about doubling accounts in a week, Emma stuck to her simple plan: 1 or 2 high-quality trades a day, strict risk management, and journaling every evening. At first, her results didn't look impressive. Small gain, steady growth. But here's the difference. While other traders blew up accounts, Emma kept stacking consistent wins. Month after month, her balance grew not in leaps but in steps. Fast forward 2 years, and Emma wasn't just profitable. She was free. She replaced her job, built savings, and finally had the time to live the life she dreamed of. Not because of some secret strategy, but because of relentless discipline. Here's the part most people miss: discipline isn't punishment. It's liberation. When you're disciplined, you no longer feel chained to your screen. You don't panic over losses or chase after wins. You trust your system, trust yourself, and let the process work. And that process, built on patience and discipline, is what transforms traders into winners. Now here's the best part. This freedom isn't reserved for some elite group. It's available to you. But only if you choose discipline. Only if you stop chasing shortcuts, stop blaming the market, and start mastering yourself. Because in trading, the ultimate opponent isn't the chart. It's you. Master yourself, and the market becomes your playground. So here's the truth we've uncovered across this journey. Strategies matter, but discipline decides your fate. Fear and greed will always whisper, but rituals keep you grounded. Losses will strike, but discipline keeps you alive. And when you stay consistent long enough, discipline becomes the key that unlocks true trading freedom. If this video hit home, smash that like button, drop a comment below, and subscribe, because on a daily basis we're dropping powerful trading lessons that could be the difference between blowing an account and building one. Don't just trade, trade smarter. Good luck.